It is NBA.com Fantasy Insider, and we welcome you inside our studio here in Atlanta. Rick, Kamla, and Dennis Scott will hit up Rashaan Ali in just a second. Welcome to a new week of fantasy basketball, trade deadline week.
Trade deadline week is here. Playoffs right around the corner. But we got to start the show with a buzzkill.
Our opening tip isn't warm and fuzzy at all. It is a supreme buzzkill. It's a basketball tragedy. Yeah. It occurred Friday night in a whale of a game between the Timberwolves and the Lakers. Towards the end, Rubio coming over on help defense, trying to guard the great Kobe Bryant. Tears his left ACL. He will have surgery soon, apparently, and he's gone for the year. And now, it's just absolutely devastating news, man. I mean, if you're a fan of the game, forget being a Timberwolves fan. If you're a fan of the game, Rubio tickled you. It made you feel better about being a fan of the game, and now he's gone for the year.
You don't have to be a Timberwolves fan. You don't have to be a Magic fan. Just be a basketball fan. And you heard so much about this kid. So to see him go down with a devastating injury like this, it's a hurt to all basketball people.
The whole basketball world is feeling this.
Exactly.
And on that, we go to Rashaan Ali in our social arena. Rashaan, hello. Wish we were saying hello on a better note. But nevertheless, the outpouring of support for Ricky Rubio from the entire league and beyond really, in my opinion, was overwhelming. Don't you agree?
Absolutely. And he tweeted himself. Let's start off with that. Ricky Rubio, 09, okay, I got injured in the best moment of my career. But honestly, today I'm happy. Thanks to all the support I've received, I'll come back even stronger. So he tweeted that. Lots of love across the league from Dwayne Wade. Ricky Rubio's injury isn't one that any basketball fan wanted to see. He's had an amazing rookie season and has brought life back to a franchise, not just the NBA, but the NFL. Adrian Peterson, of course, of the Minnesota Vikings, who is recovering from a torn MCL and ACL, tweeted this as well. I just wish Ricky Rubio a quick and healthy return from his ACL injury. He is a dynamic player, and I can't wait to see him return. So lots of love coming in for Ricky Rubio just across the world, actually.
And well-deserved. And Rashaan, we'll be back with you later on in this program. We appreciate the tweets. And AP's my guy, too. I'm from Minneapolis, okay? AP goes down last year with the ACL. The Vikings weren't going anywhere, but still, it's like, the indestructible, invincible AP had an ACL injury, and now Rubio? Come on, what's in the water in Minnesota right now? Good thing I'm down here in Atlanta, DZ. Yeah. Let's talk about, now David Kahn, team president, expects Ricky Rubio to be back for the start of next season. You are a former ball player who's had injuries. You know a thing or two about ACLs and all this kind of stuff. Are you buying that?
I'm a buy it off layaway. And the reason I say that, folks at home, whenever you have a major injury like this, it's normally the second year before a player gets back to his normal self, playing his game the way he knows how to play it. But because Rubio is a point guard, because he's, barely 200 pounds, he's not 250, he's not a power forward, he's not a 7-footer, so maybe that changes a little bit. But some of his quickness and some of his reaction time, it will take a little bit longer for him to get back to normal.
Look at the numbers he's put up this year and just some of the tidbits on his rookie year. I don't think he would have won Rookie of the Year over Kyrie Irving, but he was giving it a nice run. He was the Rookie of the Month for January. NBA ranks top 5 in assists and steals. Already, the guy's 21 years old, and his rookie ranks almost first across the board with the exception of points, and he helped the Wolves get back in this thing, currently 9th in the West at 21-21. So, Dennis, now we're basically left to pick up the fantasy pieces, all right? Luke Ridnour is now the starting point guard for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Had a double-double on Saturday night in a horrible loss to the Hornets. That was a hangover loss, was it not?
It really was, man. I was doing the game that night here on Game Time on NBA TV, and I kind of called it that the Hornets jumped on them early and probably took a little bit of life they had left out of them, because it's hard to replace a guy like that the very first night, the very first game you have. So you take your hats off for New Orleans jumping on Minnesota and taking the life out of them. But I do look for Rittenauer to play better and continue to get this team going in the right direction.
Okay, so give me his numbers on a nightly basis. Is he going to go 14 points and 9 assists? Is that asking too much, or will it be more like 12 points and 8 assists?
Well, I'm going to make Rittenauer owners happy. I think it should be more like 17 and 8. I look for him to score more. Because, see, you don't have that backup now. J.J. Barrea's been banged up and out of the lineup. So Luke Rittenauer has to score the basketball more because you just missed two of your guys in J.J. and Rubio being injured. So look for him to score more, then the defense will come to him more, and now you get Kevin Love and the rest of those guys involved.
So, bottom line, you like Rittenauer going forward?
I love Rittenauer going forward. The only thing, the fast break points will come down, the alley-oop dunks and all the stuff that Randolph and Derek Williams was getting, those kind of plays will come down because those are Rubio-type plays.
Now, the good news spinning that is, last I checked, fast break points were not a fantasy category. So Rittenauer does a lot of that good stuff. Steals, hits threes, 14 and 10 in 43 minutes against the Hornets on Saturday night. Now, before we move on, I just want to talk about Nikola Pekovic. 21 and 11 Saturday night in the first game without Rubio. Love had 31 and 16. Kevin Love could play with NBA Development League players and still get those numbers. Will Pekovic's numbers come down eventually without Rubio?
Not down much because, once again, this kid doesn't play in the transition game a lot. That's where Rubio got a lot of his guys involved. He will still get his number because of Kevin Love. Kevin Love gets double teamed. He's proven he's a better passer out of the double team we give him credit for. So I look for Nico's numbers to be okay.
I understand. I mean, they're the guys right now.
Yeah,
you know, that 4-5 combo, Pekovic and Love, that is the combo right now. They're the bread and butter guys for the Wolves with Rubio out. Now, it is time for the box score of the week. What a performance by these two guys Friday night, snapping that long streak, that like decade-long losing streak for the Clippers in San Antonio. Paul suffers a nasal fracture. We showed him, obviously he played with the mask on Sunday night because of it, playing through just like Kobe has been. He went for a season-high 36 with 11 assists. Mo Williams, 33, season-high, 7 threes. Dennis, Mo Williams dropped all the way down to 3 points Sunday against Golden State. But he gave the Spurs 33 on Friday.
Yes, it's easy to call this combo the real spicy combo. I normally use that for the Golden State backcourt, but with those numbers right there don't lie. Playing great basketball, but how do you bounce back and go to 3 points? That is kind of hard to figure out.
He's been an up-and-down guy. Remember that streak where he couldn't miss a shot?
That's right.
He just couldn't miss a shot, and then he's just a hot and cold, streaky guy. Now, quickly before we go to break, Chris Paul wearing the mask could have been the determinator.
Could have been.
And we'll get to that in a moment in our weekly honors. But another Los Angeles Clipper is this week's determinator. That's 2 segments from now. But coming up next, we've got the Magic Men, including the aforementioned Chris Paul. That 36 and 11 helped him get real high on the list. But was he the Stockton star?
He sure was good.